Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of... I'll count you in this time. 3, 2, 1. Night of the Dead. I've lost it, haven't I? I really have. Okay, so, first things first, one of the things I wanted to show you is the time of the day in the top right. That is the time of the day now that it takes me to repair my base and then go and get some more tree branches. I haven't gone exploring. I haven't done anything. I haven't gone like hunting for animals to upgrade equipment. God, I can't even talk this morning. That's how much the day gets eaten up already. So I would love to go out and explore for hospitals and other things people have been saying on the channel. Wow, the repair time and things now is getting so long that's getting very difficult. The other thing is now is the waves of zombies that come after me during the day, they can be quite large. So it's not just like, oh yeah, the odd one zombie will run up to me in the daytime. I can be fighting off half a dozen in the day. Anyway, what have we done? I've repaired things and I've changed those down there and rebuilt those. And they seem to be doing the job. I've had one little wave come through and they all got caught up. Fantastic. More importantly, what have I changed up here? Well, first of all, I got rid of the chairs. Nice idea with the chairs. They just didn't go for them. Although they did destroy that other light I placed. I have to find another light now. What else is going on here? And let me just cover a few things, because there's a bunch of things that have been asked that are very good. Oh, look, goodies. Let me just go and get some goodies while I'm talking. Oh, I managed to get it without destroying. Oh, there's another goodies over... Oh, to be honest, I don't care about a bag. So, pendulums. Big, huge, take up massive amounts of space. You know, they're 3 squares. Why do I have them? Well, one... when they hit for a lot of damage. And they kind of stun the monster in place for a moment. Secondly, it's a roof. And what I mean by that is, when jumpers see me and they try and jump, well, there's a limit to their height. They cannot jump and get to me. Quite a few jumpers, as we've seen in the episode, try and jump and they hit the crusher roof. And then the crusher kills them. They don't get to jump to me and start damaging my location. The only ones that do that is if they're standing over here and they jump to me. That's when they can actually hit me. I mean, I could put something here, even if it's just extend the ceiling across, just to try and restrict the jumping angle. But those are very few and very rare. Most of them try and jump and do stuff from here, and they can't because they hit the ceiling. So they're serving several purposes. And you might have noticed already what I'm about to tell you, but we'll go there anyway. So next up was the shredder. The shredder, I think, is going to be an amazing trap if I put it in the right place. And I was thinking of extending this whole thing out one more block, moving all that stuff back one. And then that would give me more places where I could put, like, for example, I could remove this spinner and this crusher and put the shredder here so that they have to run the whole length of the shredder, making the shredder way more effective. The other thing is the ballista. Somebody genius, absolutely great idea. I thought, well, let's just stick it in here, yeah? And then it's definitely going to shoot at the ones I want it to shoot at. And it's not really going to be shooting anywhere else. It's just going to be shooting down there. Awesome idea. And when I get enough copper to build another trap, I think I'm going to put a ballista here, shooting that way. I think that's a really good idea. Why haven't I done it this time? Well, that's quite straightforward. Because somebody else mentioned an idea that is absolutely amazing. Do these spike things fit on the floor of the pendulums? And they do. I mean, seriously. Wow. That's just amazing. So, I've put, as you can see, loads of spikes on the floor where the pendulum's going to smash them. Or I think this one here could probably do with going back to here. So let's do that as we speak. Let's do that as we speak. Did I get my hammer out? I did. Why can't I target it? It's not letting me target it. Oh. I now can't see it. Okay. That's saying demolish on something there. I'm not quite sure what it's saying demolish on. It's a risk. It could be on the big building, couldn't it? Okay, well, is it a biggie that I can't demolish these things right now? No, they can stay as. But the fact that these things will spike and stop them as they run down this passage, and to be honest, I can put a third one here. That would be great. I tried to put the spikes underneath the crusher. It doesn't work. But it does underneath the pendulum. So yeah, I'm running here, then stopping, then getting smashed twice. And on the rear swing, they'll probably get knocked forward slightly onto this one, and then spiked again. And oh yeah, I am liking that. And then if they stagger through all that, I've gone for another stun with the crusher. These things don't do a lot of damage, but they do make them stand still for a moment, which allows me to shoot them. So this is literally here to give me a clean shot with my bow. Then a little spike on the corner, because they might just, you know, cut the edge on the corner. Another crush here could be good, maybe instead of the spike. And then it's the run home. Oh, another spike. Smashed in the face again. And then I got rid of all my guillotines. That's where all my extra traps have come from. My guillotines have gone. The guillotines might have been doing great damage, but it's the speed that I want to slow down. And speaking of which, there's another trap I want to try that somebody suggested in the specials area. And that is the ankle trap. I need a copper, but it's only 1 copper now, not 3 copper. And it can hit me though. That's the biggie here. It can hit me. But if I can find a place also in here that I could potentially put it somewhere. Let's repair that. So that it can, yet again, slow them down, because that's what I'm looking for, to slowing down the flow of zombies. Then great. But I need to be aware that, you know, that's going to hit me. So if I'm running up here, the zombies behind me, I don't want to be running into my own trap. I do want to try it. It might go out here somewhere, just to slow them down in amongst this lot. This is staying. It was effective last night, so that can stay. It did quite a bit of damage to zombies out here. And it lasted. So, it's staying. That's it for the changes for tonight. The base layout is roughly the same. It's just a lot of these traps now have gone from guillotines and ballistas into these 3 floor pads. Floor pads, basically. I think that could be amazing if it works. Right, I have got, as you can see, very little time left on my clock. And the areas that I can now go and search, it's down here or way over there. And those runs take a while. Well, actually, that's not anywhere. That just like kind of goes along a ledge, and I've gone all the way down that road quite a long ways, as you can see. And all the way along that road, quite a long ways. There is a little side bit by here that I haven't finished fully clearing some stuff out. So that's what I'm going to go and do now. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just running down there, clearing out that, and getting back before it gets dark. So, see you all shortly. Okay, it's not actually quite time yet for the nighttime wave, but while I've got a brief moment and I finished the work that I was currently working on, I can go through what has happened. So first up, dun dun dun, where is it? I have a crossbow. I went and found a crossbow and a Russian rifle. I don't really have the bullets for rifles, but the crossbow, it's good. For damage, I can see there's much higher damage than the bow. It's just clearly the firing rate is much slower because I have to reload each time. This way, the bow, I can just, you know, bang, bang. The bow's really fast. So, at the moment, they're both useful. The crossbow is excellent. Nice damage output on that crossbow. The bow is great for speed. So it all depends really on I suppose, what I'm shooting at. If I'm just trying to rain arrows into something to keep it stationary, which I do sometimes, then I'll probably use the bow. If I'm trying to just pop a headshot into something that I just want to get rid of, then the crossbow is probably the better call. So what else has happened? Oh, one of the things I want to talk about is spikes. There's quite a lot of chat in the comments about spikes, as in these. Now, I don't expect everybody now, we're on wave 18, to be watching all of the videos up until this point. But I'll try and cover it briefly now. And that is the fact, with spikes, the important thing to realise, as I found out, is there needs to be a path that the zombies can clearly find for them to even acknowledge that there's a way. Now that path gets larger almost sometimes, depending on the distance that the spawn point is. Now what I mean by that is, this path here is very narrow. And if this was one of several ways to get to my base, and another way was, say, to come down here, rather than this way, then the zombies, if they were spawning over there, say, would choose that path rather than, say, this path. Because this is a very narrow passage, and if they can find some other way, they will. The good news for my base is there's a path here, a massive path. So they're quite happy to path all the way around and up towards my base. And when they get in close and they kind of like relocate to where I am and resort out their pathing, they look at these gaps and think, oh yeah, okay, we can still manage to get through these gaps. And some of them will try and usually fail. If when the spawn is at the distance, they don't see any obvious path to me with any decent space, they will classify me as basically unreachable, and then they will just destroy my base down there, which is what happened on episode 7. So if you want to go rewatch episode 7, there was plenty of spaces in the paths of the spikes. It's just they were too obscure enough for the AI. Oh, here comes some guy now. And instead, they decided they couldn't find me, so let's destroy the base. And they made a hell of a mess of that base. See, these are the daytime waves I get. I mean, I'm usually like, it's usually about 6 or so of them. Some of them are usually quite hard zombies. And if I'm out exploring like I am, I mean, the one fight I had earlier on whereby I was trying to clear out a house and there was a boss nearby, and then a daytime wave hit me. I was running all over the place like a loon trying to, you know, get rid of all these zombies. So yeah, I think some of them have just gone for my entrance there. So, spikes, they're hit and miss. You have to leave some kind of obvious path to get to you, and then as they get closer to you, they will try and take like the shortest edge, where they'll try and cut the edge in close. So you want just like a little piece of the spike, not the whole block, just a little edge of the spike to be in their pathing direction. So as they try and cut the corner, they hit the spikes. And then they go, oh, there's a spike, I'll attack the spike, or whatever else it's going to be. So it's usually just the edges here that are doing the catching, not the whole block. Yeah, so that's what I found is you just want it to look like there's a way, and then the corner edge here just catches them as they try and come through. That's where the spikes really come into their own and they do massive amounts of damage and clear away loads of the trash mobs. Right. Other things that I've changed here. I've got rid of the door. There is no door. It was something I wanted to do for a while now. The door closing when the first mob comes through causes so many problems with the complete destruction of the rest of the base. The downside of now having a door is it's not just one monster that's potentially going to path and get underneath me. It's going to be several. At the moment, the first one gets through and that's it. I get one. There's nothing stopping 6 coming through. So I've added another spike here. I know that's not much. But the thing I did is the whole ceiling above now is it's the highest upgrade. It's the steel. So that gives me a chance of whatever they're doing down here not bringing me down with it. You know, with the corner here being steel too. Hopefully that means that the walls will survive and that it all won't just come collapsing down with some crazy zombies down here just going ape. I could try and put more spikes down. I can move these crafting stations, to be honest, out there. I mean, they don't need to be in here. In fact, that's that's probably the best idea I've just thought of right there. Just get rid of these crafting stations. They're excellent, but they don't need to be inside. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to film that because that's just boring waiting for that to happen. I've got 2 hours left. The only thing I was going to show you is I've extended the ceiling now, the stone ceiling, to come right out here. It stops the jumpers and the leapers, gives them less angles. I wanted to try and get the stone ceiling out there, but it won't. So the only way to do that is to put columns out there, up. I'm not sure. That's a lot of work, little time. I might do it for the next wave if I survive this one and get, you know, maybe stone out there just yet again to give leapers less angles to leap up at me. So yeah, okay, I'm going to quickly cut now and try and move that crafting station. See you in a moment. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, the only space I could find for the crafting station was just by there. It's not very far away, but I tried all up there and it just wouldn't go for me. I mean, I can put a foundation up there at some point and move it back a bit, but not for tonight. I literally just run out of time. I put a few spikes in here to make this a little bit of a pinball mess for them if they get in here, so that should really help. All this then really needs to be upgraded, but yet again, there's no time for that tonight. I'll just repair things that look like they need a bit of repair. Yeah, that's all okay. I do feel a little bit naked and vulnerable without this extra door, but we'll live with that. I mean, this now is really surplus to requirements, isn't it? There's no blister out there. When I do get a blister, I probably will put one inside, like was suggested. I think that's a very good idea to put it here, looking through the door. That will do the job excellently. So I have only one door now. So I built a wall here, just to give me extra protection if they get inside. This is still a way up for them. Yeah, they could try and leap up through here. I mean, I could put something over there, but I kind of kind of like it. Tell you what I could do, actually. It's expensive to make fencing, but a fence here, even though this is going to catch on fire and become a pain, but that only gives them the angle to leap, which is across that way. But if I'm standing over here, they're not going to try and take that angle. They're going to try and take any angle at all, leap towards me, and they'll just fail. They'll bounce into all sorts of stuff there. Oh, and people are also asking about a chest up here. I have actually got a chest up here. It's behind the research desk. It's there. So if I do need to like make some room in my inventory when I'm up here and I'm picking up stuff, I just dump it over there. I do try and keep that chest empty for that reason. All my stuff should be down the bottom, safe out the way, no chance of getting, you know, destroyed if I have to, you know, sacrifice this space to a certain degree. Because that's where all my crafting really happens, is down there, where my garden is and stuff, and I can cook in relatively safety during the day and sort things out. And there's massive storage down there now. Okay, right, well, this is it, folks. Oh, crossbow first, do you think? Bow first? I don't have a lot of arrows either way, do I? I spent a lot of my resources, so let's do 3 of each. 30, 40. I do want some more arrows, actually. I do like the bow. Okay, that gives me a bit of option of firepower. So here they come. I want to go down to my usual standing point. just so I can see what and where the wave spawn is. Oh, food. I've actually made a cake. Let's get my cake. Massive amount of food. Health jump then. Huge. I think it's a plus 30, the cake. Just gives me that buffer if I get caught on fire or caught in an explosion. This is the nerve-wracking bit right now. If the changes I've made have screwed up the pathing, and this spawn now forces them to come a completely different way, especially over the back here, it could... Well, you've seen episode 7 and 8, and well, I can't remember what episode it was where the pathing actually made them come across the top. 8, I think that was. It's a little bit stressful. Come on, where are you gonna spawn? Okay, I got some down the bottom. They were coming in quite tight to my base. It's straight into the spike edges. It's just those corner pieces that need to stick out. Didn't kill them, but that's fine. It's enough to make it so that they're very weak. Sometimes they come back and attack them, like that guy's just doing. Come back for more. So yeah, I don't expect people to watch all of the videos up to this point, but there is reason to my madness on a lot of this stuff. Just through trial and error and small tweaks and changes and understanding AI. If things are right, the trash mobs shouldn't really get past... Well, I don't want them to get to the first trap, but when they get the traps, maybe the first or second trap at most. And that shouldn't be the real rubbishy trash mobs. That should be the ones that like have got like the speed bonus, or they can jump a little bit. They're like those middle mobs. They're not bosses. They're the kind of like that tier 2 mob. I expect them to get through a little bit. But it's the bosses that nice big fat waves. Look at all them. It's just never ending. Look at it. That's crazy. I don't know if you can see because of the darkness. I mean, it's difficult. But we'll watch now. There's just all these, and there's just more. There's just as many right behind them now. That's just crazy. There's just loads. It's a never-ending stream. And that's where those spikes down there are worth their weight in gold. They really are. Yeah, they can break spikes, they can do stuff, but look how much damage I'm doing to this horde. But I can't afford to seal it up with just spikes. If I do that, they won't come there. They have to think there's a way past. And there is a way past. It's just they get all, like, angry and messed up. And take it out on the spikes. Just masses are dead. I'm a little bit worried. We're not even at hour 1, and the amount of trash zombies we've had come through there. Look at them over there. I don't know if you can see. It's very difficult, even for me. But they are going crazy. Now, I know obviously we're talking about kind of how somewhere whereby you can view and see the action. Right now there is no action. This is the action. Down there, there is no trap action up top. The whole action is right in front of me right now. That's it. The few stragglers that get past, there are spikes basically on the way up that finish them off. But the most of the damage is done right there below me. So yeah, this is what it should do. I mean, last episode, I think it was, or the episode before, it wasn't quite right, and they were hardly clipping it. This is the perfect setup, where 90% of the zombies just clip the edge that's poking out, and because of that, they stop and either stay to fight the spikes and take loads of damage, or take damage, go past, and then get killed by the other spikes. So although they've destroyed, it looks like 2 spikes there on the end, the important spikes are still standing. And you might say, well, why don't you just continue adding more and more spikes along this path? And to be honest, I will, but I need to add 1 or 2 spikes and then try and catch a daytime wave to come through so I can see if it's functioning. There's a piece over there, loot bags. So they might have tried to go around a different way up there. But... oh, 1 person hit the first trap. But so far, so good. But it really means nothing until we get to that final wave, to be honest. It's the final wave, and then there's my changes to the whole trap system with the spikes in the floor. Will they do the trick? Or will they just completely mess everything up? I have no way of knowing. I can't test them out during the day versus day waves, because day waves never get that far. I found 1 copper wire today when I was out looting those cars. If I can get 2 more pieces of copper, I think I'll build that indoor ballista. Okay. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. The trash mobs seem to have calmed down. Oh, there goes one of my walls. To be honest, that matters nothing. Although that was a stone wall. I mean, tells you how much damage they're doing down there to try and like get rid of those spikes. But things are going well. There's still loads more trash mobs on the way. I can see them coming in. But the spikes are holding. They're still there doing their job, which is fantastic. I'm not sure the next lot of spikes are doing so well, but these are very good. And there's no point me using arrows to shoot at these and wasting arrows. It literally is just a waste of arrows. I think I'm going to start the fight on the crossbow. Just to try and pick the first big bosses that come along here at the bottom. If I can sting one of them with the crossbow before I go upstairs, that would be nice. Right, we're not going to be that far off now from the big scary part. Really pleased with the placement tonight. If they destroy them, it's difficult to try and get the exact placement. Even if I watch the video back and I try and match up exactly where I put them, it's not always 100%. Especially if they destroy a whole bunch of them. But the more that survive, the more chance I've got of getting that angle. Okay, here we go. It's 2 AM. The big wave is about to pop. And we see whether or not my changes work. Where are they? Where are they? Still can't see the main wave. It's gone 2 o'clock and there's still no main wave. Where's my main wave? I still see more spawning, but no big wave. Where's the big wave? I'm concerned now. Is it coming a different way? Have I not spotted it? Oh no, here it comes. Here it comes. Oof, that was quite a moment of tension, to be honest. They're attacking the main base over there. That's fine. Now they're going to try and cut through. That could work in my favor, actually. Okay, some have got past. I need to come up. I'm gonna switch to the bow. I need a rapid fire for the moment to catch them. See what's going on as best I can. I'm missing. I'm just missing there. Alright, let's look at these traps. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, that worked a treat. Yeah, those floor spikes are definitely functioning. They're stopping them mid-swing. I could probably switch back to the crossbow. We might have one that's made it through. Yeah. Oh, shit. That was a bit nerve-wracking. There's another big guy trying to come through. Yeah, I gotta close the door. Okay, I think he just went back out again. Oh, that was a little bit stressful, I can tell you. I can hear fire, yeah, up here. Okay, let's just put this out. Oh, that was a bit stressful with that, that thing in you with me. Thinking, no! Okay, it's all but over. There's a boss guy there. There's also an exploding one below him. It just chilling out on the corner over there. See, this crossbow is nice for the no need to panic kind of shooting where I can just take my time. Oh. Oh, he's still alive. Not sure what he's trapped on, but I love the fact that he's stuck on something there. Wow, this crossbow does do a lot of damage, but oh, it's got him. Just goes to show how many hit points those things have. Oh, we've got our... Oh, it's a crawler. Okay, that's what I know. Even though I shoot him, I'm going to go down and kill him. Right, let's go outside. This is always a little bit of a nerve-wracking bit because sometimes there's some alive. Oh, another thing for me to tell you. What does it feel like to get hit by one of these spinning traps? Well, I was at my main base down below earlier. I was just leaving through the gate and some ninja zombie just appeared out of nowhere and attacked me. So, of course, I was in my spinning trap at the time. And the answer is, they're not bad. It's not a big deal to get hit by your own spinning trap. I mean, the worst thing is the fact it knocks you about so that you're no longer really in control of your movement, but that's fine. So all 3 of these have gone. All 3 went. I'll come back and collect all this stuff afterwards. Need to get rid of that crawler. Come on, crawler. The wave's not officially over really until you die. Is he stuck up there? I'll use my cheap arrows if that's the case. Bonk. That was it. So, these did exceptionally well. The majority of them are still there. I know roughly where to put the ones that have gone. But these guys did a massive job. How much did the main gate do? Because I know sometimes they go through the main gate. Yeah, the main gate actually took out a fair few. I mean, not every one is going to drop a treasure. So that could have been like 10 maybe that died here. Excellent. Excellent. Very, very, very good. Right, folks. Well, there you go. I am amazingly still alive. It's another day, and I get safe in here now so that I can sign out and start uploading this to YouTube. That's another wave done. Amazing. Yet again, thank you all for all of those of you who are viewing this, liking this, subscribing to this. Awesome. All I can say is it's very unexpected and it's very nice. And I'm glad to have you watching the channel. And I hope you stick around. Yeah, great. Right, that's it. That's me done. Signing out. See you all for the next wave.